Jet planes in the night sky with you, getting high in the sunrise with you, getting through all the bad times with you. I wasn't missing a thing, no I do, and I wish that I could do it.
Hello you guys, how you guys doing? Welcome to Newsroom Media. This is where we give you hot, fresh and sizzling news all day long. Now let's go into the headlines for today's news. Teachers threaten nationwide strike over Katsina schoolboys adoption. Mass adoption, student recounts near-death experience before escape. Still on CNN reports on Lekki shooting. Why I dethroned Sanusi as Kano Emir, says Ganduje. Lagos to Ibadan rail, proof of pudding is in the eating. Ex-senators S-Rep press Tinubu to run for president. Before I go out details of today's news, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, what can you be waiting for? Like what? Just go ahead and click on the subscribe button down below in order to join this amazing community we have here. Also like and share my videos. Most importantly, click on the notification bell so that you can get notified whenever I post. Without further ado, let's dive straight into the details of today's news. Lagos to Ibadan rail, proof of pudding is in the eating. After much talk, some animosity and a burst of determination, the Lagos to Ibadan rail line finally kicked off activities low-key on December 7. Although its maiden trip was marked for recording generally low patronage, the fault did not lie with the quality of service on offer, neither did it lie, contrary to popular opinion, with the fear of commuting. A return journey to and from Ibadan last week, Wednesday, turned out to be exhilarating. Everyone has said it, so it is no secret that none of the train stations on the 156-kilometer route is complete at the moment. The closest to completion is the Lagos terminal at Ebute Metta in Lagos Island. When completed, the terminal has been touted to match international standards. A glance at the level of work ongoing at the station seemed to point to the absence of any fib on the part of those who believe that the new terminal will be of high quality. Awaiting the comfort of a new terminal, however, Lagos District Manager of the Nigerian Railway Corporation (NRC), Jerry Ocha, took it upon himself to ensure that travelers were well treated. Inviting the first 5 travelers to arrive at the Lagos station to the conference room of the old terminal last Wednesday, the manager fielded questions and even served drinks, apologizing that the waiting area and ticketing booths were not ready. One traveler wondered aloud why there was little publicity concerning how the train would work, especially as most travelers simply had to grope their way through the procedure leading up to boarding the train. Mr. Oche, an engineer, however, revealed that the absence of fanfare and adventure that would serve as official publicity for the commencement of the train service was deliberate. Officially, the train service has not been commissioned. This will be done by President Buhari sometime in January, by which time it is hoped the project would have been completed. Meanwhile, the beat part launching of the train service means that with current operations, the train can seat as many as 580 people. At the moment, especially since the station is not completely ready and there is no secure waiting area, it may be difficult to manage such a number. Oche is reluctant to kickstart operations at full capacity when the facility to manage such numbers are not yet completely available. For now, he appears content to let the train service announce itself, a strategy that appears to be yielding dividends. The district manager is additionally confident that this can be a successful strategy because the train service had conducted a free trial from Iju to Ibadan, and only the COVID-19 pandemic stopped the service. When the trial started, they recorded low turnout, but soon the numbers skyrocketed and maximum patronage was recorded at every journey. Now, the facilities. The reporter arrived at the train station with the intent of traveling humbly. Humility must be understood to mean economy class. However, when the booking clerk would ask what class of commuting the reporter wanted, a strange whim caused the reporter to opt for first class. The first class coach, which seats 24 passengers, costs 6,000 naira. The business class coach, which seats 56 passengers, costs 5,000 naira, while the economy coaches cost 3,000 naira for the 65-seaters coach and 2,000 naira for the 88-seater coach. Luxury is an addictive spirit, so let it suffice to say that the return journey was first class also. Whatever the financial effects of this deluxe treatment of self, the devil may care, but the reporter doesn't. To purchase a train ticket, the prospective commuter must present some form of identification, no doubt for security purposes. Despite the incompleteness of the rail station, the manager was new on security. He mandated that only travelers were to be on the ramp leading up to the train during boarding hours. There were also contracted security personnel belonging to several paramilitary bodies who embark on every train ride for the safety of the passengers. No staffer without business on the train was to be in the vicinity. At the entrance of the train, cautious staff, a welcome improvement in Nigeria, greeted the passengers, and the train, not to be outdone, also breathed a cheeky draught of cold air. The trip, these implied, would be fully air-conditioned. The train was not complaining. The employees were not, and the passengers certainly were not. The consensus being reached, the reporter did not begrudge the train hostess leading him to the first-class session. He paid for it anyway. These were sinks on the train. There were sinks on the train, restrooms, and a minibar from which nourishment was to be served for the pleasure of travelers. Cross-checking this array of amenities with a contact in the United Kingdom confirmed that the regular metro trains do not offer this luxury. Only the long-distance trains, which operate between countries, do, while the economy and the business class carriages looked comfortable enough. The reporter cannot say much for them. Having only passed through, the first-class coach, however, was what it promised. The seat had trays, which could be summoned or neatly tucked away according to the traveler's preference. The seats could also be rotated a full 360 degrees should the travelers not enjoy the sensation of being in reverse as the train rolls along. Trains, you see, hardly turn. There are engines at both ends, which propel the train depending on the train's direction, and so the traveler is either traveling backwards or forward. At exactly 4 p.m., the train departed the station. The passengers had been warned that the trip would last 241 hours. There are stations in Agege, Alagbado, Kajola, Abeokuta, Pampalato, Olodo, Omi Adio, and finally Moninyo, Ibadan. But for now, only the Abeokuta station is a stopping station. The stop was for only 5 minutes, and as promised, at exactly 6:41, the train rolled into the Ibadan station. Similarly, the next morning, the train departed Ibadan by exactly 8 a.m. and was at Ebute Metta at exactly 10:41 a.m. At maximum speed, the train is expected to eat up the distance at the rate of 150 kilometers per hour. The precision was encouraging, for it meant a fellow could work his schedule around the train's schedule. Mr. Oche noted that when the train service became fully operational, it could make as many as 16 trips daily, with a train departing and arriving every other hour. The journey could have been shorter, but people trading on the rail lines have forced the train to virtually crawl through Lagos, picking up speed from Alagbado station. For the current prices, Lagos-Ibadan rail service is worth the expenditure. As noted by many analysts, the advantages floor whatever financial inconveniences a traveler may experience. For 2,500, the commuter who has chosen economy class will get more than double the comfort that a traveler by road would hope to enjoy in public transport. The traveler again enjoys additional guarantee that they will arrive at their destination in one piece and at a prearranged time. The business class traveler, for running only 5,000 naira, will enjoy more exclusivity and can make use of a laptop or other service or other such device as may be reasonably sized for their work. It is presumed that the first-class passenger has called Congress in his mind and deliberated on what premium can be placed on comfort and luxury in traveling. Honeymooners or those who do not like crowded spaces are advised to travel first class. It offers comforts that even luxurious private vehicles struggle to match. The fear, as with many other things in Nigeria, is the maintenance culture. It was lack of proper maintenance and far-sightedness that led to the decline of a railway system which the British bequeathed. The NRC must be careful not to rest on its arse, but seek new and better ways to innovate rail travel, for only by so doing can the current pace be sustained and even matched. The district manager predicts that by February, the stations will be completed. It is difficult to see how that is possible. This is the news coming to you from Newsroom Media. Thank you very much, guys, for always listening and watching my videos. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and click on the subscribe button down below. Also, like and share my videos. Most importantly, click on the notification bell so that you can get notified whenever I post. We still have more great news coming your way today. Please stay with us.